So I'm going to be painting these two cars here, the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 and this Honda Civic EG. I'm going to do the EG in turquoise aqua cyan paint. And then this one I'm just going to be doing some detailing like a blacked out hood and all that stuff. So I've got all the essentials here like paintbrushes, the paint, and then a matte black paint too to finish it off. So we're going to begin. So to begin the painting, we're going to be starting with the Honda Civic EG here. We're just going to be simply doing the hood black. And then after that, might do more with the Civic, like paint the wing black or move on to the Porsche, but we'll see how it goes first. So here's how the Honda Civic looks before it's customized. And this is how the Porsche looks before it's customized. It's a 911 Carrera RS 2.7, beautiful car, both of these. So we got two paints to start this off, and we're going to do these and see if I need more. Let's see how it goes. So the first step of this Civic EG is done. Just simply give it a black hood. Now I'm just waiting for it to dry. Next I'm going to do the front bumper in cyan. And then after that I'm going to paint the wing black too, and then maybe we'll do some detailing on the back of it. See how it dries, but I'm happy with just the first layer of this. Looks pretty good for the first time. So now when you look at this car, so the black hood has dried. Now I just did the black wing on it. So I'm going to rotate it so you can see the detail on it. So I'm going to go over this hood again a second time to make it more even. And then I'm going to wait for just the wing to dry, which I just did. So here's how the wing looks. Even tried to paint like the inside of the wings. So the next I'm going to do the roof. The roof's going to be all blacked out. And then I'm going to move on to painting the car. But I actually think first I'm going to do the bumper turquoise right now. So here's what it looks like when it's white. And then I'm going to paint the black bumper turquoise as well. So here's how it's turned out so far. So far what I've done is the black hood, the black wing, and I did the first layer on the bumper, and I'm going to have to go fix the hood up a little bit more to make it more even. And then I just did the bumper all in the back blue, and later I'm going to do a second coat on this, and then, fill in the holes and all that. So what I'm going to do now to this car is to the EG, I'm going to paint the fenders on the side here. And then I'm going to move on to the doors and go on and see how that turns out. So it's cool to see the progress versus the original version of the car. Like again, this is how it looks stock. So it's coming along pretty nicely, I think, for my first paint job. So finished just the first set just to see how I could do. So this is all going to be cyan. The hood's going to be blacked out. It's going to have blacked out rims and all that. So just waiting for this to dry so I can do like a proper, better coat. But so far what's done is the bumper is blue, all this is going to be blue and all that, and then it's just waiting for it to dry. So for my first car, I like how this is coming along, and I can't wait to see the progress between the stock one and the finished one, and then after that we're going to move on to the Porsche and see what I can do with that. So here's the next step in finishing the Honda Civic EG. So the back panels have been painted, the bumper has been worked on, the roof's been filled in. I'm just doing a little bit of painting to the fenders and all that again. Then I'm going to do the doors next, probably tomorrow. And then later on as I do this, I'm going to fix like the over painting and all that, make it all even and all that. But I'm really happy how this is coming out for my first car. So as my first car coming out, look at how cool this is. I'm really impressed with it. So I'm going to rotate it just to show you. So here's how it's coming so far. It's going to be like a turquoise Miami blue with the matte black hood, and then I'm going to put like a banner on it and all that. It's got, the carbon fiber wing and all that, blacked out front, everything. So it's just going to be really cool when it's done. I can't wait to see this build. So here's how it's turning out after it's dried. I really like how this is coming together. This looks really nice, the cyan paint, it really pops on this car. So this is the end result to day one of the painting the car. So this is it, so it's all cyan turquoise, and you can still see the original labeling on the car, the decals and all that under it, and then it has a matte black hood and all that. So here's how it turned out. I'm pretty happy with this. Here's it with the flash on. For my first paint job, I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it again tonight and clean it up. I clean up all the edges, do the detailing, paint like the gaps in the door black so it looks more realistic, and do stuff like that. But this is part one of it, so stay tuned for part two, and thanks for watching the series of this.